Good afternoon, everybody, and happy Monday, and I am back in the library after 2 weeks of being in Walt Disney World, and oh my goodness, was it so much fun, but also extremely tiring. I am so tired right now. If I did not have 5 million things to do tonight, I would be sleeping. I probably would have just came right home, said hello to my family, gave them a hug and kiss, and then gone to bed for like just all day. I am so tired. I am beat. My body is just done and over with my vacation, and I'm ready to just kind of get back into the swing of life, which is going to be crazy over the next week because I have a lot of stuff just to get caught back up on. This evening I have like 5 million Cinema Sickness Store orders that have to be fulfilled. You guys were great. You ordered a lot of stuff while I was away on vacation, and I have to get all those orders filled now so I can get them out tomorrow. That's the plan. So I have a very busy night. I have to get ready for RetroCon that's coming up this weekend. So it's gonna be a crazy week. Plus, I'm still getting the library moved around. I have a whole shelf that has to be like built right here. I have to do that at some point. Probably not this week, but who knows? I have other stuff down here that has to get done. So I am just extremely busy. This week will not at all be relaxing. I'm hoping by next week I'll have everything kind of in order, and I'll be back into like the regular swing of things, and I can just I can take life a little bit easy starting next week after RetroCon. That's the plan. But okay, guys. So again, this vacation was amazing. It was a solo vacation, which was great. A lot of people were asking, you know, like going to Disney World by yourself, isn't that kind of weird? It's not. It's really relaxing. I actually met a few other people while I was down there who were also on solo vacations, and we were talking to one another about how nice it is not having to worry about anybody else's schedules. You know, you can eat when you want. You can go to what parks you want. You can sleep in as late as you want. You can stay out as late as you want. You don't have to worry about anybody else. Just you do what you want to do. It's really convenient. And again, I was talking to other people who were down there by themselves, and they were all saying like, this is amazing. I gotta do this again sometime. So I'll probably do some more solo vacations in the future, but the next 2 vacations coming up, Walt Disney World vacations coming up, I believe we have one in April, that's the plan, and then one in probably early September next year. Those will be vacations with the family, so I'll be going back down with my son and my wife, and maybe even in April, a special guest family I'll be going down with. We'll see. That's not, that's still to be determined, so I don't want to give anything away quite yet, but maybe I'll be going down with somebody special in April, which will be really cool. So we'll see. But anyway, so again, fantastic vacation. Probably one of the best vacations I have had just based on experiences alone, and I really do owe that to a lot of people, such as Rick's sister Nikki, who actually works down there. That was really cool. Getting to meet Belle and Gaston after the Beauty and the Beast show was really cool. That's not something you normally get to do. That's like a special thing, and because she knows people who work there, because she works there, we got to do that. That was really cool. I probably would not have met Kylo Ren or Chewbacca because the lines were kind of crazy, but because she works in that area, she got me to go right up front and skip the lines, which is really cool. Nice to meet them. That was awesome. Chewbacca was pretty cool. If you didn't see that video, he was a big fan of my satchel, because as you know, Chewbacca carries a satchel, and I had my satchel on, and he was all about that. Kylo Ren was very scary and intimidating, so that was really cool. So Nikki really made this a fantastic vacation. Then we have viewer Rob, who I made good friends with. He was really cool as well. He hooked me up with some stuff. He's the one who got me that Epcot 35th anniversary pin. He also got me to the Top of the World lounge on top of the Bay Lake Towers, which is a DVC exclusive club. You cannot get up there unless you're part of the Disney Vacation Club, which he is. I am not. I got to watch the fireworks from up there, which is really cool because it's right like next to the Magic Kingdom, and you can overlook the entire park, and when the fireworks are going off, I mean, you can see them, and you're up above the fireworks. It's really cool and pretty amazing. Never in a million years I think I would get to go up there, but he contacted me, said, hey, I'm gonna be up here, do you want to meet me up here? And I was like, yes. So Rob, thank you so much. And also Adriel, it's really cool to meet up with you as well. He gave me a few things. Well, I'll show you guys that. So and I know I'm leaving out a bunch of other people as well, but really like everybody else, really people are what made this trip so much fun. On the 35th anniversary of Epcot, which wasn't really all that fantastic. Everybody pretty much agreed with me on that one, that the 35th was kind of lackluster. There was like a 15-minute like speech kind of ceremony at 10:01, because October 1st, 10:01 in the morning on October 1st. It wasn't very spectacular. There wasn't any big announcements. It was just kind of like, hi, thank you, and here's some people singing, and that was really about it. And then they had like a little bit of extra fireworks at the end of Illuminations, which was cool, but they do that other times of the year as well, so it's kind of like, eh. But what made that cool was hanging out with a bunch of other YouTubers, which was neat. Getting to see Adam and Justin again, that's really cool. I haven't hung out with them in a while. I met Tim, for the first time, Tim Tracker. I love his videos. He was really nice. Getting to meet him, World of Micah, and I know I'm leaving people out. I'm not going to name everybody. I'll be here forever, but I got to hang out with a lot of YouTubers who I made friends with. Some I already was friends with, and some that I made new friends with. Some of them which live down there, so next time I go down to Disney, I can hang out with them, and that'd be really cool. I got people's numbers and whatnot, so hopefully next time I'm down there, I can meet up with some more YouTubers, and we can, do some more shooting together and whatnot. That'd be really, really cool. Looking forward to that in the future. If you're watching, you know who you are. I will be in contact with you. Do not worry. Yeah, so that was awesome. Just getting to be there for the 35th was pretty cool, even though, again, it was kind of lackluster. It was really neat to be there for that. So, again, it just a whole week of just amazing experiences. It could have been just a decent week of, me having fun at Disney, but it was all these little things added on top, and just little extra bonuses I got to do that really made this, made the last 2 weeks, this vacation, amazing, and what made it just so much fun. And I really did take it easy this week, the last 2 weeks as well. I wasn't just constantly getting on attractions. That wasn't really why I was there. I was there to relax and just have a good time and just see things. And yes, I did ride pretty much every attraction I wanted to go on. I left some of the little kiddie ones, which I still love, Dumbo and things like that. I still think are fantastic attractions, and as an adult, I still enjoy going on them, but I kind of just let those go. I'm like, they had long lines, and I thought, no, why waste my time waiting in those lines when I'll be back down in April and I can go on with my son? I left some of the kiddie rides that he really likes to go on with him. So, yeah, I didn't necessarily go on those, but, all the bigger attractions, the stuff I really wanted to ride, I was on. And then the rest of the time, I did things like sleep in. I pretty much slept in every day with the exception of, like, I think Epcot's 35th was the only day I got up early to get there before the park opened. Otherwise, I just slept in every day. I just hung out and took it easy. I didn't wake up in the morning and said, okay, let's get to the parks. I woke up and just, watched some like YouTube videos on my phone for a little while, relaxed, hopped in the shower, took my time to get into the parks. Once I got there, I, ate, saw some things, watched some shows. I just had a really good, relaxing vacation. It was stress-free. It was not me running around trying to get on as many rides as I could. When I was down there last Memorial, or was it last Memorial or two Memorial Days ago, right? I think I went down by myself, and I was only there for 4 days, so I was by myself, but it wasn't relaxing because I was trying to get on as much stuff as I possibly could. I had to get on, this attraction, that attraction. I wanted to just see everything and do everything because I was only there for 4 days. Not very relaxing. I was there for 2 weeks this time. I could take my time. I mean, heck, pretty much a whole entire day was dedicated to Nikki and I going over to the Epcot resorts and just walking around the resorts. We just went resort hopping. I mean, that's so much fun. So again, very relaxing, super fun, awesome vacation. I had a blast. And I'll definitely be doing a solo vacation again somewhere down the line. Probably not for like another year or more, or no, I guess it'll be over a year, because again, my next 2 vacations of next year will be with the family. So maybe like in 2019, I'll go back down by myself or something. I don't know. We'll see. It'll happen again, I'm sure. But all right, 10 minutes into this video, I've just been rambling on about how great the vacation was, but it was really good. And thank you to everybody out there who made this vacation even better than it already could have been. So thank you so much. It was amazing. I could go on forever about it. But anyway, you guys want to see all this stuff I picked up. So for all of you who have not been watching my videos while I was down in Walt Disney World, a lot of this stuff will be new to you. Some of you guys have seen some of this stuff, but there is some stuff here I have not shown you. Some pins and stuff I picked up and whatnot that I did not show in a video. So, all right, let's see everything that I got, my entire Walt Disney World haul. So, I guess we'll start off with some things I picked up for other people. First, what I picked up for Sean, my son. I did get him these Tigger hands. You're probably thinking, that's what you got your son? Tigger hands? Okay. he has so many toys and stuffed animals and all kinds of stuff like that. I did not know what to get him. I called my wife. She went, I have no idea. And plus, stuff down there is super expensive anyway. But we had no idea what I should bring him home. And I saw these. I'm like, he's a big fan of Tigger. He's going to love these. And they're officially a big hit. I gave them to him as soon as I got home today. And he had them on the entire time. He wanted to like give hugs and high fives, and he was a big fan of these. So Tigger hands were a hit. I knew they would be. He likes this kind of stuff. He likes weird, just fun things. So Tigger hands, awesome. And I also got him a Walt Disney World coloring book because he's a kid. He likes to color. Coloring is super fun. So he's going to enjoy that. Then for the wife, I picked her up this You Are Here mug from Starbucks. And I got her the Disney's Hollywood Studios. She's a big mug collector. I'll explain. I was going to say as well, but I'll explain that in a little bit. She's a big mug collector, not just Disney mugs. She collects any mugs from like anywhere. She just loves cool mugs. And I told her, I'm like, I'm going to get you a Disney's Hollywood Studio one because they're talking about changing the name of the park. And I said, by the time we go back down in April, the park could have a completely different name. And you're not going to be able to get these anymore. So I wanted to pick her up one of those so she would be sure to have a mug for that park. And I forgot how I got this out of here. There you go. So I got her that. Then I also picked her up some shirts because she enjoys cool shirts. So I got her this. What is this? Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival for 2017. It's one from last year, which was really cool because she was a big fan of the mini design, the flower mini design from last year's Flower and Wine. So she was a pretty big fan of this shirt. She really liked that. So awesome. Then I also got her for Christmas this Happy Holidays shirt, like long sleeve. Like it's a little bit thicker than a t-shirt, so it's gonna keep her nice and warm during the cold winters here in Pennsylvania, so pretty cool. She's going to enjoy that. And then I also, I know she doesn't really watch my videos, so not spoiler to her, this is what I got her for her Christmas ornament. This really cool daisy, and check this out. Look at that. I love it. We always get each other a Disney ornament every single year, so I got her that one. And then, as I said in the video, I was talking to her on the phone about stuff that they had at, at Cast Connections, by the way. I got a lot of this from Cast Connections, which, again, I owe Nikki a thanks to, because Cast Connections is a place for, it's a store only for people who work, for cast members, people who work at Disney, and they can let, friends and family in as well. And she got me in there, so I picked up a lot of cool stuff. And while I was talking to my wife about things that they had there, I said, wow, this is really cool. And she goes, if you like it, get it. It'll be your ornament for this year. So, all right. And I got this really cool Hitchhiking Ghosts from the Haunted Mansion ornament. That is amazing. That is pretty cool. And this is my ornament for the year. So I bought myself my Christmas ornament this year. Whatever. It's so cool. Not a surprise for me. Hers will be a surprise. Mine's not. But, I mean, she knew it was pretty awesome that I couldn't pass up on that. So that was everything that I got for everybody else, I think, anyway. I guess I'll show off something I picked up on my way down there. I grabbed a postcard for my postcard collection. We have Kenley 95 Truck Stop. So you guys saw me in there. Pretty cool. They actually had some movies that were kind of expensive, but some really obscure Disney titles, which was pretty neat. But I had to pass up on everything. But I did grab a postcard since I've been there. I was really bummed that when I stopped at all the different rest areas, they didn't have postcards for those states. I still need to get postcards for things like Georgia and like South Carolina and stuff like that. I have postcards, I think, from like North Carolina up and Florida, but I don't have South Carolina or Georgia, so I got to work on that. But anyway, very, very cool. So got myself a postcard for there. Then some just random souvenirs here. We have some buttons. We have my Disney Vacation Club Never button, which is really cool. We were actually hanging out with, I believe he was in a... trying to think. I think he was an Imagineer, actually, for Disney on Disney's 35th, and he was able to get us up into the Imagination Pavilion, which was really cool. It's a place that was off limits for a very long time. It used to be open. You could go up there. The Rainbow Corridor was up there. It was a whole big attraction. They shut it down. You could not go up there. Then they turned it into like a DVC member area, so now you can go up there and lounge and get free drinks and whatnot, and he was able to get us up there. And while I was up there, which again was just an amazing experience, they have these Disney Vacation Club member since buttons, and since I'm not a vacation member, I put Never on it, and I was wearing it around while I was up there. So I grabbed that. Epcot International Food and Wine Festival button, which is for actual annual pass holders, so that's pretty cool. Of course, my Epcot 35th anniversary button, I was there. They were giving these out for free at the front. These are such an amazing button. I have one actually on my satchel, and I'm not going to take that off. That'll be on there forever. And then Disney Conservation Fund, because I contributed to that as well. So that's pretty cool. And then we have my bracelet for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I always keep these. I was actually able to get this one off without having to cut it, which was nice. I'm a big fan of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I always say it's worth the money. I've been to their other events, like Mickey's, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Yeah, you know, I really wouldn't want to do that again. I mean, I might do it again with my son, but I wouldn't want to personally do it. Mickey's Not So Scary, I will do every single year. It's amazing, and I cannot recommend it enough. The parade alone is really cool, plus all the other events they have going on. It's fantastic. So I always keep my band for that. And then, of course, I grabbed some really cool maps. I always grab maps, or I guess, what are these called? Guide maps for the parks, because these always change every single time I go down. When I go back down in April, these will be different. They'll have new things open, new attractions that are gone, that are there, new events going on. So these always change, so I always pick these up. So I have just the regular ones. We have Animal Kingdom, Magic Kingdom. This one's pretty cool. This is Epcot, but of course it features the food and wine on the front, which is neat, which was going on. Hollywood Studios, Disney Springs, and even though I didn't go, I still grabbed one for the water parks anyway, so that's pretty cool. And then, of course, I have one for the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. That's great. And then this is the best one of all. They actually were giving out special commemorative ones for the Epcot 35th. That is cool. This is such a cool guide map. That's amazing, so that's great. Okay, now for some stuff that Adriel gave me. As you saw, I met up with Adriel like my third or fourth night down there. Met up with him at Disney Springs one evening, and he had some stuff for me. So he did give me some pins. I'm going to fully admit I actually traded one because I actually had one just like it in the collection. But I did hold on to this really cool Ghost Mickey. That's pretty cool. And then there's also a really cool Lilo, like Halloween one. She's holding like a pumpkin. She's just like a witch. That's really cool. He also gave me the Jack Skellington like clapboard. Pretty cool pin, but again, I already had one like it, so I actually ended up trading it away for a different pin. Then he gave me this really cool mug. That's awesome. I love it. Mickey's Cafe. Really cool. Really cool. Double-sided. Awesome. And then, I did tell you guys I was going to mention this. I was actually going to mention it in a different video, but I've actually this is why, here's how I'll mention this. This is why you will not see any mugs that I picked up for me. I mean, I got this one from a viewer. I picked up one for my wife. I did not grab a single mug for me, because I'm not going to collect mugs anymore. After I've rearranged my library, I have a lot of stuff that comes up very high to the ceiling, and it doesn't look good with my mugs hanging from the ceiling anymore. The old arrangement, it looked great. A lot of you guys, well, some of you guys out there didn't like the mugs hanging from the ceiling. A lot of you guys were fine with it, thought they looked cool. I liked them as well, but after I moved everything around, they started to look kind of funny. Plus, I have my TV mounted up high now. It just really doesn't work anymore, so I took them all down. But don't worry, I did not throw them away or get rid of them. They actually went into the wife's collection, because again, my wife does collect mugs, and even though she collects mugs from anywhere and everywhere, she is a big fan of Disney mugs. They're by far her favorite, so I gave her them all. I'm like, here, they're yours. So she now has an overabundance of Disney mugs. So I'll be giving this to her. This won't be going to waste. It won't be getting thrown out. It won't be going in the, in an attic or something like that. No, this is going to my wife. It's really cool. She'll love it. That's awesome. Then he also gave me some DVDs. We have, I'm just realizing I have something else to show you guys that I don't know where it is. I'll have to go find that. So he gave me Sacred Planet, awesome Disney documentary. Prince of Persia, Sands of Time. I actually really enjoyed that movie, very cool. And then this Donkey Kong Country set, which I actually thought I had, like the first one. As it turns out, I don't have any of these, so really cool. It's actually a double feature set. We have Donkey Kong Country, just the self-titled release, and then Donkey Kong Country, Raiders of the Lost Banana. Very Very cool set. That's awesome. Again, I did not have any of these, so that is fantastic. Very cool. And like I said, I have something else media-wise that I want to show you guys, and I think I left it in my car. Okay, yep, I left these lying in the car, so I gotta show these to you because they are two pieces of media that I did pick up for my collection, and these are two pretty amazing soundtracks that I'm very happy to have. We have the soundtrack to Disney's Aulani Resort and Spa. This is Disney's Hawaiian Resort. I grabbed this from the Disney Polynesian Resort. This was an amazing find. The fact that they actually sell this there, which, I mean, it makes sense. It is a Polynesian style resort, so it would make sense for them to sell this in that resort. But the fact that they are selling it there made me really happy because this could very well be something they only sell in the Aulani Resort in Hawaii, which I will probably never go to. If that ever happens, that'll be amazing, but not counting on that. So the fact that they had this for sale in Florida was pretty amazing, and I, of course, had to grab it because I am a big fan of Disney, Disney park soundtracks. I mean, I like regular Disney soundtracks for their movies as well, but when it comes to Disney park soundtracks, I am a sucker. I will buy every single one I can get my hands on. I have a playlist on my iPod. I listen to this music all the time. I'm crazy. I love it. So really cool find. And then new to this year was the music from the Rivers of Light and Tree of Life Awakenings shows. This is really cool. Rivers of Light is a new, big light, I don't know, light, laser, fire, music, etc. show they actually do in the Animal Kingdom. It actually opened up for the first time last year. It's really cool. I definitely recommend checking it out. And then the Tree of Life Awakens is this new projection thing they do on the tree as well. I actually have a full show of that if you guys haven't seen that from, I guess, last year or 2 years ago, whatever. They do a whole big projection on the Tree of Life every evening. It's really cool. And this is the music from both of those events. So this is pretty neat as well. Again, new for this year. Yeah, copyright 2017. Really cool find. I had to pick that up. That was amazing. So that was it for the media. So now on to all the different Disney pins I picked up this trip. And I did grab quite a few. One of the main reasons being is because I'm not a daily vlogger in the sense that I don't really want to do vlogs showing off my life. You know, here's what I'm doing all day long. I tried that for you guys for maybe like a year or so, and very quickly I got very burnt out. I realized this is not what I want to be doing. I love doing videos about my collecting, but I don't really want to do videos about me like mowing the lawn or, you know, going to Longwood Gardens with my family. That's alone time, you know, like going out with my family is time with my family. I shouldn't be showing it to you guys, only, you know, not that you guys might not want to see it, but you know, I gotta have some time by myself. So that very quickly became something I did not want to do. So when I got down to Walt Disney World, I was like, well, what am I going to shoot for you guys? I guess I'll do what I always do. I'll just vlog my day. And I, again, started to get burnt out. I was just shooting all day, every day, just shooting and shooting and shooting. And then on Epcot's 35th, I met up with a bunch of other YouTubers, and everybody was vlogging. Not just who I was hanging out with, but like 50,000 other people who I just saw in the park who I did not talk to and, you know, weren't part of our group. They were vlogging as well. And I was like, oh, like, this isn't what I want to be doing. So light bulb went off in the head, and I thought, wait a minute. I collect Disney pins. It's one of the other things I collect. I have a whole pin board down here in the library. I'll have to do a video on that at some point. But, you know, pin collecting is something I do. Why am I not vlogging that? I'm trading all day long with cast members. I'm buying new pins. I'm doing a lot of stuff revolving pins. So why am I not essentially just shooting a video like I normally would be shooting here at home, but instead of talking about movies, I'm talking about pins. So that really made my vacation a lot more fun. It made filming a lot more fun when I started doing that. So so because of that, I started picking up a lot more pins. I actually started like really buying a lot of pins, and with my my annual pass, it really, with my annual pass discount, that's what I want to say, with my annual pass, did I mention I'm tired? It's been a long last 2 weeks, a long drive home. With my annual pass discount, it made the price of pins manageable, so I picked up quite a few. So, okay, let's see what I got. I guess we'll take a look at the trades first. So I did get this really cool orange bird. I actually did not have an orange bird in my collection yet, so I had to grab that. Then we got this really cool US 66 pin. I'm a big fan, although I gotta be honest, I'm not 100% sure this is legit, which kind of upsets me. Again, bootleg pins are very rampant, so I'll have to double check on that one. This really cool Figment pin. That is awesome. I do love Figment. I love this one. This baby Mike Wazowski. How cool is that? This is amazing. This is from Tokyo Disneyland. I showed you guys this one like a day or two ago. Look at that. It's like a Safari Pluto. As I mentioned in the video, there was a couple from the Tokyo area who were visiting, and they were trading pins, and I overheard them say to the lady, oh, this one's actually from Tokyo, and the cast member's like, oh, wow, really cool. And before she could even put it on her lanyard for somebody else to trade, I went, I'll take that. That's amazing. So my one and only Tokyo Disneyland pin. That's really cool. Donald Duck doing his impersonation of a hitchhiking ghost. Very cool. This is great. This Kim Possible pin. It actually, whoa, it actually rotates. Look at that. That is so cool. I love finding these because these are the pins that are like upwards of like $20. These like ones that like do stuff. They're usually more expensive. So very cool. Kim Possible. It says cheerleader by day, and then it flips over and says Crime Stopper by night. So really, really cool pin. I love that. That was an awesome find. Then I got this really cool Mickey Mouse pin. That is pretty awesome as well. Just really cool looking. Just, yeah, very interesting. Love that one. Then this one here, I don't know. I might keep it. I might trade it. I'm not sure. We have Minnie Mouse and I Love Nerds. Pretty cool, but I don't know. Might get rid of that one. Then this is amazing. This Stormtrooper pin. And it has all this cool writing on it that says, like, aren't you a little short for a Stormtrooper? What's it? Look, Sir Droids. It's them. Blast them. So basically a whole bunch of, like, stuff droids say. So very, very cool. That's, or not droids, the stuff that stormtroopers, I guess, either said or had said to them. So that's really, really cool. That's definitely a keeper. And then some more Star Wars. We have this really awesome Boba Fett, which is really cool. I like it. I actually have another one from this series in my collection, and I'll probably actually trade that one and just keep the Boba Fett one because that is really neat. I guess that is Boba Fett, right? Not Jango Fett. I'm not sure how you tell the difference when they're not in color. I'm sure there are differences. Some of you guys probably yelling at me now about all the differences, but I think that's Boba Fett. So very, very, very cool. That's awesome. That was it for trading. So then all the new stuff I picked up. So I did grab this happy birthday pin because I did get a Disney e-gift card sent to me for my birthday, and I figured it only fitting that one of the pins I picked up would be a happy birthday pin. Comes in this really cool box too. That's pretty awesome. Then, of course, had to pick this up because it was pretty interesting. Got this from Cast Connections. Again, thank you, Nikki, for that. Picked up the 45th Anniversary Magic Kingdom pin. Now, I wasn't there for the actual, like, event, like, the actual, the anniversary, like, the day of the 45th anniversary. I was not there for. But what I love about this pin is it doesn't say anything about the date. It just says 45th Anniversary. And technically, that was last year. I was down there last year, so, it counts, in my opinion. I was at Disney for their 45th anniversary, not on the actual date, but the actual year, so I had to grab it. That's a really cool pin, and very awesome. I paid only $3 for it, so yeah, had to grab that one. This I also owe Nikki for. This is a 2017 pin. She actually got this from, I believe it was Cast Connections as well. I think it was in the section that only, there is a section of Cast Connections that only cast members can shop at. Like, not even family or friends can get into. And I think she got this from there. So that was really cool. She got this for like $3 or $4, which was awesome. Now, at that point, I had actually already bought a 2017 pin. But what I did was, I exchanged it. I exchanged that pin for this one. This really cool Jack and Sally pin. This is awesome. It's actually kind of two pins, but they're connected with these like chain links here. Pretty awesome. That is a really, really cool pin. I'm a big fan of Nightmare Before Christmas, so that is awesome. Very, very cool. Then, of course, we have the Epcot 35th Anniversary I Was Here pin. I really wanted this one out of all of them. They had, I think, 3. They were cool. I wanted all 3, to be honest, but I really wanted the I Was There pin. So that's really, really awesome. Very happy about that. And again, Rob, thank you for grabbing this for me. You know, Rob was already waiting in line, I believe. I don't think he waited in line for me. He was already in line to get himself stuff, and he picked me up a copy of this, which is really, really cool. That was super nice of him. Then I grabbed one from Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. That is great as well. So very, very cool. I always grab one of these from the events I go to. I gotta say, though, I'm a little bummed by Disney with these because I remember years ago, you actually had to go to the event to get these. They did not put these pins out until the event started. So if you wanted a Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween pin or whatever the event was that was going on, you had to actually be there for that event. You had to pay for it. Now they put this stuff out like an hour or 2 ahead of time, so you can get these at any point. You don't actually have to be at the party. If you forget to get one, just go the next day or the next time they have a party. You'll see these being put out. So kind of a shame they do that now, but it's so cool. That is awesome. Then I grabbed one for the 2017 Epcot International Food and Wine Festival, since I was there for that. And, oops, upside down. Very, very cool. That's great. And then, yeah, we'll take a look at this one. This is awesome. I knew I had to get this because out of all the pins I was looking at, this is one of the ones I was most excited for. This amazing Hitchhiking Ghost Haunted Mansion pin. You guys know I love the Haunted Mansion. This is amazing. It looks like a graveyard scene, but it looks like a skull, and then the actual hitchhiking ghost kind of make up the eyes and like the brow, and oh my gosh, so cool, so amazing. By far one of the coolest pins they have. But the pins that almost kind of surpass that are these 4 here. These are 4 pins that I saw the first day I was down there, and I immediately fell in love with, and I knew I had to get these. We have these really cool stretching room portraits. Now, these are from the Haunted Mansion. In the Haunted Mansion, for those of you who do not know, when you go in, the kind of the first waiting room you go into is the room where the room stretches and the portraits stretch, and they turn into these interesting portraits that look like just people into them in like bad situations. And they actually did ones in the theme of Nightmare Before Christmas. And again, when I saw these for the first time, I went, yes, I have to have them. These are truly amazing. We have Sally there, Lock, Shock, and Barrel, Oogie Boogie, and finally Jack with 0 as well. So very, very cool. These were amazing. I had to grab them. So that is awesome. I'm so excited to actually hang these up and have them on the pin board. So there you go, guys. I do believe that was about everything I picked up. I cannot think of anything else, although I'm sure when I'm putting stuff away this week, probably not tonight, but when I unpack in the next day or 2, I'm sure I'll stumble upon something that I forgot to show you guys, and I'll show you in a different video. So there you go, guys. Again, that was it. So just such an amazing vacation. It was so much fun. Again, going down by yourself, a solo vacation, is something I do recommend if you're looking to just get away and relax and not have to worry about friends or family or anybody else's schedule. You just want to go down and just have a good time. I mean, this won't be for everybody. You have to be a Disney fan, obviously, but if you're like me and you're a huge fan of Disney and Disney World, going by yourself is just, it's amazing and something I highly recommend. And like I also said, I met a bunch of other people down there who were doing the same thing, and they all said this is great. So it is something I would recommend doing. But don't worry, next time I go down, the family will be with me, which I'm excited for because Sean will be a little bit older, and I know he's going to have such a fun time. So I cannot wait. I'm already looking forward to April. It's going to be a really, really good vacation. I know it. I'm so pumped. In fact, my wife and I are already kind of like, we already started planning for it. So that's going to be great. So, all right, guys, again, that is it. So, as always, thank you guys so much for checking this video out. And for everybody who watched my Disney vacation videos as well, thank you guys. I know they're not for everybody. Some of you guys are really just here for the movies alone. You guys want to see me at a flea market or at a Goodwill or something shopping, buying movies. I get it. That is my main thing I do. But for those of you who just kind of like watching everything I do, or for those of you who are interested in my vacation or interested in my Disney pins, thank you guys so much for watching those videos. Out of all the videos I do all year long, the ones in Disney are the most kind of pain in the butt to shoot and edit. So I do put a lot of time and effort into those videos, and it is kind of a shame they don't get as many views. So for those of you who do watch those videos, thank you. So again, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you want to see a brand new video from me every single day. Also be sure to check out Patreon, where you can help support the show. The simple donation of $1 a month, that's only $12 a year or more if you like, really does help out, goes a long way, and goes right back into these videos. Also be sure to check out Spreadshirt, where you can grab yourself many designs of Cinema Sickness t-shirts. Again, proceeds do help the show. And most importantly, as always, definitely check out the Cinema Sickness store on Instagram, where you can... my mouth is drying up. I need some water bad. Definitely check out the Cinema Sickness store on Instagram, where you can pick up all kinds of awesome media. Proceeds, again, do help the show, are very much appreciated, and links, all that can be found down below in the description of this video. So again, that is it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, and I will see you all tomorrow, not in Walt Disney World. Bye. Finally done.